Welcome, everyone. I'm just going to make sure we're going live on Instagram as well. So, welcome if you're just joining. My name is Gillian, and I will be guiding us through a 15-minute meditation today, and we'll follow it up with opportunity to ask questions and share your reflections, and I can offer my insights as well. So welcome if you're joining whichever platform you're streaming from: Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook. uh, Pardon me, I'm just coming over a little bit of a cold today. So welcome, Klaus is joining us on YouTube from Middle Germany. Hello, nice to see you. Please, whatever platform you're joining us from, just say hello. Let us know what part of the world you're meditating with us today. I am in Sweden, just outside of Stockholm, and it's lovely to be here with you to share a practice with you. And there's no prerequisites for this practice, so you're welcome here just as you are, whoever you are. So again, let me know where you're joining from. We have people saying hello on Instagram. McLynn Banks, hello. Coach Braun, hello. Others saying hello and hi. Hi from South Africa, Atlanta, Pakistan, Istanbul, Argentina, San Francisco, California, the UK. Welcome. I'm just going to head over to LinkedIn. I don't see any comments flowing in there yet, but perhaps LinkedIn is quiet today. As I'm just checking in with LinkedIn to make sure we're streaming okay over there, take a moment to get yourself into a comfortable posture for today's practice. So that could be seated, it could be lying down, really honoring your body and whatever you need in this moment. Make yourself comfortable with cushions and blankets, and we'll get started in just a moment. Again, this will be about a 15-minute practice, so if you can, I do invite you to give yourself permission to be here for 15 minutes and up to 30 minutes or so if you'd like to stay and chat and share your experience, ask your questions. But it can be really helpful to just carve out that space mentally for yourself and make that commitment to being here for the practice. We've got people joining in California, Portugal, Ireland. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. UK, St. Paul, Liverpool, England. Welcome. So then let's go ahead, just settle right in. Today's practice will be a meditation to hone your awareness of your needs, what you need in this moment, how you can best honor yourself today. So it's really a self-care practice. I mean, all mindfulness meditation ultimately brings us closer to ourselves in the moment and can be seen as self-care. It's really a meditation rooted honoring ourselves and being of service to ourselves. So again, begin your practice by giving yourself full permission to take whatever posture feels supportive for you. And take a moment to connect with the felt sense of the surface beneath you. So maybe feeling into the soles of your feet, the backs of your legs, your bottom or your back. Just noticing the ways in which you are held in this moment by the earth beneath you. You can close your eyes if and when you feel ready, or keep your gaze soft towards the earth. Mm. And maybe taking a few clearing breaths, whatever that looks or feels like for you. Just supporting yourself to settle into this moment and into this practice. Giving yourself full permission to just be right where you are, exactly as you are, here in this moment. Allowing yourself to simply be sitting or resting here, breathing. We are here in this practice today to become more mindful of our needs. Just take a moment to check in with your physical body, becoming curious about if there's anything your body, your physical body, needs from you today. Perhaps compassion, patience, rest, or movement. Just noticing what your body needs. And see if you can soften for the moment any stories surrounding your awareness of these. So, not trying to figure out how you'll provide yourself with what your body needs. Just noticing what's coming up for you. This gentle, self caring inquiry. And shifting your awareness to your emotional body. Becoming curious about what your emotional experience today or in this moment might need. Maybe self kindness, maybe expression, maybe patience. Just noticing what your emotions might need today or in this very moment. Again, for the moment, softening any stories around your ability to fulfill the needs of your emotions or strategizing around fulfilling the needs of your emotions. And just noticing what your emotional body needs from you in this moment. And then drawing your attention to your thinking mind, your mental body, becoming curious about if there's something that your mental faculties need today or in this moment. Maybe clarity or spaciousness, maybe rest or something else. Just noticing what arises for you with this compassionate self inquiry. And lastly, if it resonates with you, if these words resonate with you, becoming curious about your spiritual needs in this moment or in this practice or on this day. Maybe awe and wonder, trust, connection to a higher power or to the natural world around you, or anything else at all. And now sitting with your whole body, all layers and aspects of your body, seeing if you can embody your fullness, holding your physical, your mental, emotional, and perhaps spiritual needs, all with the cloak of your passionate self awareness. And seeing if there's any intention or commitment you'd like to make regarding your needs. So perhaps an intention or commitment for the rest of this day. And sitting with that for just another moment or two, setting that intention or commitment for yourself. And coming back to your breath, feel gentle ebb and flow into and out of your body. Connect with your heart. Taking a moment just to honor yourself for showing up for this practice, for this self care meditation. It is a gift simply to show up and become curious about our experience and what we might need in any given moment. And taking a moment to ground your attention into the felt sense of the chair or bed or other supportive surface beneath you. Perhaps first attuning your ears, the sounds of the space around you. And slowly opening your eyes to come back to this shared virtual space whenever you're ready. Take the time you need to come back. And as you do, you can share your comments, reflections, or questions in the chat section. I would love to know how that practice landed for you, if it felt accessible or difficult, if there were any insights that came through. Um, if you are a student of the Mindfulness Exercises Mindfulness Teacher Certification Program, you can also take a moment to jot down a few reflections or insights that came through um, for your meditation log, which is one of the requirements for becoming certified. Um, and so you can, this is about a 15-minute practice, and in your log, you can um, name it mindfulness of needs or something. Gonzalo says, perfect, thank you. Peter says, thank you for the clarity. Absolutely. Thank you both for sharing and for practicing. On Instagram, we have Mawish Salman. I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce that correctly. Saying, thank you, feel relaxed. Nadia says, thank you. There's a question, when will be the next session? So let me just double check the calendar. We have 4 different practices a week. I do one a week, so if you'd like to meditate with me, the next one will be the same time next Monday. And then Sean Fargo, the founder of Mindfulness Exercises. Let me check if I can find the calendar. Um, so he will be doing a session on Tuesday, Fridays, 11 a.m. And our colleague Sarah Mae Conway does one on Sundays. Just give me a moment to make the time zone conversion in my head. I believe 8 Pacific. There is a calendar also on mindfulnessexercises.com. So if you go there, and you scroll down a bit, you'll find the calendar to join. Um, yeah, so would love to have you join, again on a future session. Thank you. Um, Let me see, there's a couple more comments I've seen just come through. Um, Novia says, "Little difficult in the beginning, but as the practice progressed, gained confidence that I could use my own body and emotion." Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, it's not always easy to be present with our experience, and especially practice like this where we're tuning into our needs because we haven't really become curious about what we need, for a very, very, very long time. And so it's completely natural to have some difficulty with this or to not know, um, what's coming up. Um, so thank you for sharing that, and I'm glad that, as the practice progressed, it sounds like it became a little bit easier to settle into it and settle into your experience. Um, we have on Instagram, Ron is saying, "Relaxing muscles in my face was profound for me in this meditation. It was a gentle reminder I needed to return to the moment or." Yeah, often I find it's so interesting with physical tension, we can become really contracted in certain places. For me, it's often in my belly. It's like I'm my breath, and we can just go without not really noticing it, and then I just by bringing mindfulness to it, sensing into the need to soften, we can really shift our breath, our energy, our mind. Um, glad that came through for you, and that was important. Octavia on LinkedIn says, "Hi, Octavia from South Africa. I found this ideology very helpful and effective. Just practicing the art of being here now to just quiet my mind." Yeah, in our busy modern world, we don't often give ourselves time to really be present, just listen to what's happening, for us in the moment. So, um, you know, that's why it's often important at the beginning of a meditation practice, excuse me, um, to give ourselves permission to really carve out that space to just be here now for 15 minutes or however long the practice is. And we can do this in shorter increments, 5 minutes here and there. So, yeah, thank you for sharing that. John says, "Thank you. Very peaceful practice. Thank you so much." Klaus on YouTube says, "Thank you for the wonderful shared experience. I really like them on the first day of the week." Thank you. That's a lovely way to start Monday, or start the week. Here in Sweden, it's the approaching the end of the day, but still a lovely way to start the work week, even if in the evening. Um, Irish Sign Language Meditations says, "Thank you. It was a lovely, peaceful experience. I have some tension in my chest that comes and goes, and it went when you guided us to experiencing it all together." It's wonderful. I'm glad that you experienced that shift, mm, which as I often share on other in other meditations and sessions and talks is that when we practice meditation, we realize how transient things are, our experiences. So what we are, tension that we feel in one moment is bound to shift point. And so that's part of the practice is opening to the gentle unfolding. Um, let's see. Uh, Someone is asking, "What's your YouTube?" Let me see what you're joining on Instagram. I'll share the link to our channel. Give me one moment. But yeah, you can find us on YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram. So it's youtube.com/at mindfulness exercises. I'm sharing it in the comments as well. In Instagram, actually, you won't be able to click on it, but at mindfulness exercises. youtube.com/at mindfulness exercises. I saw some other questions. Klaus says, "What is your experience with the audio quality with the YouTube session? I often have a fluctuating quality experience. Is it perhaps more stable on LinkedIn or Facebook?" A good question. I'm not sure. I'd be curious to know how today's practice went for you with the audio coming through. I've never compared the different platforms, but you could next Monday on the next session that you join, you could try on 2 different devices, tuning in on YouTube and tuning in on Facebook or LinkedIn, or Instagram, depending on what social networks you're linked on. Um, but yeah, I'm not sure. We stream through StreamYard and it, sends it out to the different channels. So, yeah, I hope that's helpful. But I'm not sure, but something that you could experiment with on if you have 2 separate devices, that you can play with. Yeah, that's all I'm seeing for now. As I mentioned, we do have a mindfulness meditation teacher training program, part of which the requirements are to log 40 hours of your personal mindfulness meditation practice. So if anybody is interested in becoming a mindfulness teacher, if they're not already, or if you are and you're looking to expand uh, your personal and professional practice or to deepen your personal and professional practice, um, you're more than welcome to join us. You can find details about the program at mindfulnessexercises.com/certify. And these practices that we lead can be included in your log. So again, if you're um, a student of the program, often um, we meditate, but we forget to sit down and log the practice. So just a reminder to do that. Yeah. I'm glad, Klaus, that was helpful. Something to. All right. Well, thank you, everyone, so much for joining. Again, I will be here next week, next Monday, same time. One thing to note, if you are joining from somewhere in the world that is not changing their clocks this weekend, the timing will be a bit different next week. So in North America, they're changing their clocks, which means that for me here in Sweden, rather than leading this practice at 5:30 p.m., it's going to be 4:30 p.m. So just wanted to mention that for the people who are not based in North America, who are not changing their clock. Um, so yeah, just keep that in mind because I tend to get very tripped up at this time of year, and then in the fall when the clocks change at different times in the world. But if you look at the calendar on the Mindfulness Exercises homepage, mindfulnessexercises.com, it should populate the times based on where you are. So it should be up to date there. But yeah, just wanted to know. But thank you again, everyone, for joining. Um, Lovely to have you here. And feel free to reach out with any questions you have. Either on mindfulness exercises support at mindfulnessexercises.com, um, or through our social media channels, you can connect with us. So thank you again, everyone. Um, Thank you, Klaus. Yeah, I think I'm on the tail end of this cold, so I'm on my way. Um, Lovely to have you all, and have a lovely, beautiful, mindful and caring, self-honoring rest of your day. See you soon.